One of my favorite healings, and I've had a lot of really good healings. I've been able to heal things that I never really thought possible. Right? Things are different now for me in ways that I never thought would be the case. Right? I never thought I'd be where I'm at today, and so one of the healings that really stuck out to me is called Hermetic Soul Retrieval. And as a human, as we go through life, we have trauma, right? Whether it's real or imagined, it doesn't matter. We tend to lose pieces of ourselves throughout our journey, right? And when we lose pieces of ourselves throughout our journey, we feel incomplete. And when we feel incomplete, we're gonna search for things to complete us. Whether it's a relationship or a job or a promotion, or we're gonna have kind of this just empty space inside of ourselves, and we're gonna try to fill it with something of the world. And when we do that, it might work for a period of time, but it's not gonna have a lasting effect. It's not gonna have the effect we want it to have for us. So with the Hermetic Soul Retrieval, we go retrieve those pieces of ourselves that we've lost along the way. And they're wiped clean. They're basically energetically like a blank slate. And so what that does for us is it makes us feel whole again, complete again. I would sort of liken it to the way we were as kids before life got involved, or we got involved with life. I had my soul retrieval late last year, and I remember early after that, I was with my children. I have a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old. I was with them at one of those play places with the, playgrounds and the trampolines and the tubes and all of the stuff for kids to play with. And we go to those places all the time. I take my kids to those, they love those places. We live in Florida, it's hot, it's air conditioned in those places. They can kill 2-3 hours, like no problem. They're a great place to take your kids. And usually I'm there watching my kids play. I'm on my phone, I'm texting, I'm calling, I'm checking Facebook, I'm doing all of these things while my kids are playing at the playground. And after the soul retrieval, we went to one of those places, and about 2 hours into it, it occurred to me, like, I haven't looked at my phone once. Like, I was so present in just watching my kids do what kids do, which is play and be in joy. And it was almost like I was getting a lesson in life from them, because they didn't have a care in the world. They weren't worried about what they were gonna have for dinner that night. They weren't worried about, what they're gonna wear the next day. Or they weren't worried about, how the rent's gonna get paid this month. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, like I didn't even know this was possible, right? Because as we go through life, just little by little, we sort of lose these pieces of ourselves. And it's like, once we put it all back together, oh my God, it's a totally different thing, and I've never felt more present in life, regardless of what's happening around me. I can be here, I can be now, I can be focused on what's actually happening, right? I can be focused on reality, which is sort of cool. So yeah, it's this is kind of one of the, I don't want to say advanced healings, but it's definitely a bonus type thing, right? Not everybody knows about this. Not everybody gets this. Not everybody understands like the power that this actually has. So if you're interested, I'd love to talk to you more about it. There are some prerequisites, which we can do those pretty quick. But yeah, drop me a line, send me a message, give me a call. I'd love to hear a little bit more about you and your story and your journey, and see if there's a way I can help make things better.